Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to be talking about the Witch's Pyramid. Now there are a couple of different versions of the Witch's Pyramid that's out there, but today I'm only going to be talking about two versions of the Witch's Pyramid. The first version of the Witch's Pyramid goes like this: to know, to dare, to will, and to be silent. If you've ever studied the Witch's Pyramid, you've probably come across this version of the Witch's Pyramid first. This is the most popular version of the Witch's Pyramid. To know basically means that you know your craft. Everyone within the craft has a certain gift or has certain things that they're good at. Some of these things could be astrology, tarot card reading, spell casting, um, the ability to see or read energy. There could be a number of different things that a person could be good at. And what you want to do as a magician, an occultist, or a witch, or whatever, is hone in on those different things that you're good at and perfect them. So that's what they mean by to know. To dare. To dare, to me personally, means to go against what society says cannot happen. Society says that a lot of this occult stuff, as they would put it, does not exist. They would say that ghosts don't exist. They would say that magic doesn't work. They would say a whole host of other things. And what witches do is they dare. They said, well, I don't necessarily believe you guys. If magic doesn't work, let's test that. Let's do a spell and see what happens. If spirits aren't real, then if I get out a Ouija board and if I start playing with it, then nothing should happen, right? That's what I mean by to dare. To will. If I am a magician, if I am an occultist, if I am a magical practitioner, then I should be able to manifest within the real world things that I want to happen by my will. And a way to focus your will is through spells. And a lot of people outside of the community don't believe that magic is real. And all I have to say is if you don't believe that magic real, maybe it's not real for you. But have you ever tried doing it yourself? Have you ever tried doing a simple spell yourself? You never know. A lot of times, what happens is a lot of these people who don't believe that magic is real, and when they actually start experimenting with this stuff, they find out that there's something to it. And I know of a couple of teachers, I won't name any names, that started out believing that this stuff was a bunch of crap, and then when they actually start experimenting with this stuff, they sort of changed their minds. But that's another story altogether. The other one, the other part of this witch's pyramid is to keep silent. The old saying goes, you don't cast your pearls out against swine. Some people are not ready for this stuff. Some people cannot handle this stuff. Some people are still stuck on their Christian belief systems. So you don't necessarily share this stuff with everyone. So if you don't believe that magic exists, then hey, that's your prerogative. Then you don't believe it exists. I, for one, believe that it does exist. I know that it does exist, and that it is real. So I'm not gonna sit around and argue with people, trying to convince them that magic is real. I'm not out here to proselytize to people. Believe it or you don't, basically. Now, there's another version of the witch's pyramid that's out there. And that version is similar to the one I just read you, but the other version is a little bit different. And it goes like this: the imagination, the will, faith, and secrecy. The imagination is something that's very powerful within magic. And it's one of the things that, for me personally, is something that's hard to, how can I say, it's hard to overcome in a way. A lot of times when you're doing magic, you do call upon your imagination. You do visualize a lot of things. And a lot of times you have to shut off your rational mind. When you go into the ritual chamber, you have to you have to throw out, rather, all of your belief systems as far as always questioning, okay, is this spell really working? Or am I saying the right words? Or this is not another? Or how is this working? You basically have to go on faith to a certain extent when you go into the ritual chamber. It's what some people would call the suspension of belief. You go in there, you do your magic, and while you're in the ritual chamber, you focus in on the magic that you're doing. Now, when you enter out of the ritual chamber, if you want to say, you want to question, some certain aspects about the ritual or whatnot, then that's okay. That's what I do. I cannot shut off my rational mind 100% while I'm out of the ritual chamber. But you want to do it within the ritual chamber. You don't want to always concentrate on that part of yourself while you're doing your magic, because it will interfere. The next is the wheel, which we went over before. If you can, if you want something bad enough, you can get it. You will find a way to get it. I don't care if you're burning candles or if you're sending out job applications, especially in this day and era, trying to find a good job. But if you want something bad enough, and you can't get it, and if you want it so bad that you're putting that energy out within the universe, then that's an act of magic within itself. All acts of magic does not have to always deal with burning candles and doing chants. If you have a strong will, then that's the way that you present your magic out into the world. The next is faith. And that kind of goes back to what I was talking about before. When you're in the ritual chamber, you want to have faith that your magic is actually doing something within the real world. And you want to concentrate on that, and then you put that energy out beyond the circle, out into the universe. You're doing it in perfect love and perfect trust. You trust that your magic is working. You trust that whatever you are putting out within the universe is actually going to affect the world around you. And the next, again, is secrecy. And as I said, this is goes back to the fourth point of what I was talking about before in the other witch's pyramid, where it said to be silent. To be silent, secrecy, kind of goes hand in hand. You don't always want to tell people who you are or what you're all about. You don't want to tell the lay person always that you're a witch or that you're a magician or that you're an occultist. To some people, those are dirty words. To some people, they will think you're some type of kook if you tell them that you're a witch or that you're an occultist or you believe in magic and this and that and other. So you have to use your own discretion. So anyway, that is two different versions of the witch's pyramid. There are other versions of the witch's pyramids that's out there, but these I believe are the two most known about. So my advice to you is, if you're a witch and if you're practicing magic, a good thing to do is look at this and apply it into your magical practice. Until next time, peace.